So how about that finale of Avatar, huh? Wasn't it terrible? Okay, I'm sorry. That came out of nowhere, but the Nostalgia Critic has been covering Avatar a lot lately, and it just reminded me of how much I hate the ending of Avatar, and how no one seems to agree with me with it. I get that there's a difference in opinion, but it's like, I just think the finale is so bad. Especially the final battle. I mean, the rest of the stuff isn't terrible, although I don't think any of it's amazing. But the final battle with Aang and Ozai is like the worst thing in the entire series. Like, at first Ozai is beating Aang easily throughout the entire thing, which makes sense because Ozai's a super master and Aang is like a kid. But then Aang gets the Avatar state reawoken, like pretty much magically out of nowhere, and then kicks his ass. And it's, I mean, it would be one thing if the Avatar state was like an enhancement of Aang's abilities. It's still a Deus Ex Machina, but it's not even that. It's Aang accessing the previous powers of the previous avatars to use them, which means it's not Aang kicking Ozai's ass, it's Roku, it's Kyoshi, it's Wan. We know about him from Korra now. Like, they're the ones beating up Ozai. Aang's not doing anything. And that's why it's so bad. All his training, waterbending, earthbending, firebending, pointless. None of it mattered. He didn't use it to beat Ozai. He just used the easy button Avatar state. Okay, rant over. We're playing Edgeworth now. Recreation time ended around 10 a.m. Entered this room and went straight to my training. Just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Arg, I've been stabbed." It sounded like someone in pain calling out for help, but I couldn't do anything since I was locked up in my cell, so I went back to my training. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have been able to get help. I don't believe he could have been saved. But what if someone had come running to his aid? Elbert is clearly lying. But what possible reason would he have to do this? To find out, I'll have to point out the contradiction. Alright, let's start pressing everything. Recreation time? There are people from the outside who come here and sing and dance to entertain the people on the inside. That's great! That does sound like fun. And you participated in this event? There are few opportunities to mingle with the outsiders. After recreation time ended, I returned to this room and went straight to my training. So, what exactly does your training entail? To build up stamina and rhythm. I jump rope. What? It's such a small room? Isn't that dangerous for Mr. Bear? I mean, Rocky? Rocky's a smart one. When he sees me grab my rope, he clings to my chest, like he is now. You're able to jump rope while holding a bear. Technically, the bear is holding him. He's a wait, I'll gladly bear. Get it? He's a bear? Rocky's my best partner. So today I started my jump rope routine as usual. However, just as I counted to 2, I heard a voice shout out, "Arg, I've been stabbed." Why do you look so tired? Are you lying? Could you describe that voice for me? If he was stabbed in the neck, which it seems like he was, then would he really have time to shout? Even if he did, I believe he was actually bitten in the neck by a dog. That's what it seems like. And if that's the case, why would he say, "I'm stabbed"? This is probably a lie. It was the voice of someone whose life was in peril. Okay, alright, predictions. He's lying, obviously, but what does that mean? I think maybe he was trying to break out, and he wasn't actually in his cell when the crime happened, so he didn't actually hear it, and he's just guessing what happened. And when he realized that there was something going on, he immediately came back to his cell and aborted his escape operation, whatever it was. Like, maybe he's digging a tunnel with a spoon. I don't know. We're getting Ghost Trick on this, but maybe. That'd be my guess. He had some escape plan or something, or he was elsewhere doing something, but he doesn't want anyone to know about it. It'll either get him in more trouble, or he was trying to escape, which of course will also get him in more trouble. Whatever, it'll get him in more trouble. I could tell. Really? That's no laughing matter. And this voice, you heard it quite well? You've never heard that scream of a cornered man before? Well, there's one scream I remember particularly well. I told you, the man was screaming for his life. Of course I heard it clearly. It sounded like someone in pain calling out for help, but... Was that all? Did he say anything else? That was all. He didn't say anything important after that. That's for me to decide. I'd like to hear it if you please. If you really want to know that badly, how about I recreate the scene for you right now? No, sorry, that was a stupid thing to ask. Right, Edgy? Yeah, we don't need that. Miles, you should apologize too. This point is vital. I'd like to clarify if it's possible. Come on, please bear with us, for Uncle Ray's sake, okay? Anyhow, I heard the voice, but... I couldn't do anything, since I was locked up in my cell. Oh, that's what it's about. Okay, yeah, I think I'm right. He was trying to escape. Yeah. And he wasn't actually locked up in his cell. He found a way out, or at least... Or through his cell, he was getting a way out, or something. Anyways, the point is, he wasn't in his cell. But the reason he didn't help is because he didn't want to get noticed, probably. Or he didn't fully notice that a crime was even going on. Like, maybe he only found out about it afterwards. That's also possible. You were able to concentrate on your training after that scream? If I were on the outside, I'd probably go over and take a look out of curiosity. However, inside this stupid cell, I'd have to get permission to go anywhere. Have you considered breaking out of prison? Ooh, he probably has, and he probably is. That sounds more like something you try to do. If this place wasn't a prison, Mr. Knightley might have... Oh, we've already seen this. Okay, Albert's clearly lying. We pressed everything. What evidence do we have? Floor plans. So let's see, cell hallway. Okay. Chessboard. What does that say again? Single glove up behind the crime scene. Used for prison labor. Penetrating wound in the neck. Died instantly. Aha! Died instantly. There we go. Okay, now I know what to do. Alright, forgot about the died instantly part. I've been stabbed. Okay. But he died instantly. You can't scream if you're dead instantly. Mr. Elbert, can you hear my voice clearly? Why, you mocking me? The victim received a fatal blow to the throat, which means he couldn't possibly have screamed. Ugh! Plus he died instantly. So, why did you hear a non-existent scream? There should have been a scream. Really now? Do you know more about this than you're letting on? There should have been one? Dang it! I had to rip that smug look off your face! Yeah, you're right. I never heard a scream. The one who heard it was the guy in the next cell. Oh, okay, so I'm right. You were not in your cell at all. You were gone. You were elsewhere. But the guy in the next cell said there was a scream. We have to speak to the guy in the next cell then. Because he's got to be the one lying. The next cell? The next cell. Oh my god, I just noticed something actually. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I heard the scream. If you go to the cell on the left, actually, I thought I saw a parrot. Wouldn't it be funny if Yogi was in here? Recreation time just ended. It happened after we returned to our cells. So then I tell that guy, I heard a great scream. Can you describe that scream for me? Sure, I never told that guy about the contents of the scream, though. Aye! Someone, come quickly! A man's been... Something like that. In other words, it wasn't the victim, it was someone who noticed the victim. But if that's the case, how come no one knew about the killing? Yeah, someone either kept quiet about it, or was forced to keep quiet about it. So it wasn't the victim. But rather, it was the first person to discover the body who screamed. I see. That solves that mystery. So, there was nothing wrong with Mr. Albert's testimony. Actually, there was a big flaw. Why didn't he hear the scream? Because he wasn't in his cell. Is that really true? Or is there still a problem with Albert's testimony? There's a big problem. No, in this case, a new problem has presented itself. Mr. Albert, why did you not hear the scream? It's odd that you didn't hear the scream. Hey you, why didn't you hear the scream, pal? Gah! What? Is that your thinking scream? Putting on your thinking cap? You thinking bear? Put on your thinking cloak that makes you blacker? You guys, do you suspect me? Since you're the first person we've met in this case, not really, but, sure, why not? I suspect you of something, that's for sure. I suspect you of trying to escape. I was shut up in this stupid cell the whole time. How could I have killed someone in the workroom? But what if you weren't in the cell? Yeah, I'm almost positive now. He was never in the cell. That would be impossible, wouldn't it? Yeah, none of us could have killed him. If we could have killed him, we would have already killed you guys by now. Hey! You guys, don't think you're gonna get out of this prison alive. Wait, what? I nearly forgot. Despite being locked inside cages, these guys are still dangerous criminals. Looks like we got ourselves in a pretty bad situation here. What, are they gonna use their animals to sick them on us? Probably like what the real killer did. What can I do? I can't talk to them in these circumstances.